How's it going today, everybody? This is Michael from Maui. Aloha. So today I wanted to talk about how to use your legs to get power into your putt. So when you're taking your stance and you step back, you got your stance here. The first thing is I like to line my front leg to the right edge of the basket. So if the basket's here, I like my right leg pointing at the right side of the basket. So that's what I line up to. So I'll walk up, the right edge of the basket is where I put my foot. I like to putt with my shoulders squared to the basket. I used to point the shoulder, and it always seems that I always hit top left. You know, I have a harder time getting a straight putt when I lead with my shoulder. So I seem to like better with it squared and my right leg on the right side of the basket. So now the putt is more here, just right in front. So when you got your setup, the first thing is the power comes from your back leg. So depending on how far you are from the basket is how much, back leg you need to push with to make the putt. So your setup, let's say you're putting from 30 feet. So from 30 feet, I got my lead leg, and I'm gonna step back farther with my back leg because I'm gonna push harder because I'm 30 feet away. So my power comes from my back leg timing with my arm. So as my arm goes and my back leg pushes. So it's here. So when you take your setup, you want your back leg farther on a longer putt, about shoulders width apart. So you're right here, right leg's on the edge of the basket, and my setup's right here. When you rock backwards, so you got your setup here, the first thing I like to do is just make sure I have good balance on my front leg, because that's where you're going to end your putt, is here. And you don't want to come here and then fall forward. You could fall sideways here, but you can't fall forward. So when I put my front leg down, I take my setup, and a lot of times I'll just make sure I have good balance on that front leg before I putt. So I'm here. So now I got my setup. When I rock backwards, this leg's gonna straighten. You can see how my leg's bent right here on the front. And then as I lean backward, it bends. Some people come back up onto the heel. You come onto the heel of your foot, or you can leave it flat. But this leg comes back. This leg you load by bending it, by going down. You're kind of squatting backwards here. See, I'm loading my back leg. I've taken weight off the front leg. So I'm here, loaded. My arm comes down when I come back. So I'm here, I'll come back. Now my arm is loaded with the leg. When I push with my leg, my arm's firing. So I'm here, the arm fires, and the back leg's pushing. And as the disc comes out, you end on that front leg. And then you can land sideways. You just can't go in front of your lead leg. So you can land anywhere you want after the putt, but just not forward. So you take your stance again. So for a long putt, it's here, rock back, and then as you push, and then this leg can land wherever it's gonna land, but behind. So once again, it kind of just looks like, wider stance because it's a longer putt. You're here, come back in, this leg straightens, and then you push with the back leg as you throw your hand. And then the faster, the farther away to generate more speed from your leg, you know, the arm goes faster. So if I'm putting a long distance, I load my back leg, but my arm is going to go faster. Here, I'm going to bring that up faster so I could get a longer putt. Then if you're going to putt from, let's say, inside of 20 feet, you're going to stand up straighter. So my putt from inside 20 feet would look more like this. See how my leg has come in? My legs are closer together. My balance is right here in the center of this front leg. So here's my balance. My back leg is closer because I don't need as much power. I'm not throwing it as far. So I'm here. I'll take my stance. And then when I come back, you know, it's just a little bit. You know, I'm just coming back a little bit right here. I'm not loading. It's just a little motion right here. So you come back to the back leg, you know, then you push from here. And you'll get a lot, you know, less speed, and your arm goes slower also. You know, from here, with a closer stance, I can't fire my arm as fast, but I'm closer to the basket. You know, I'm only 15 feet away. So, you know, it's set up. You come back a little bit and then fire from here, and it's just right there, and then the leg can land. So, you know, you only need a longer stance, you know, for the harder, longer putt is back here. And then, like I say, the closer you are, you know, bring that leg in. You know, you're in here, you know. So I hope that helps describe how to utilize your legs to generate speed on your putt. You know, so once again, you know, you're just standing staggered. The power comes from this back leg pushing to the front leg. So anyways, this is Michael from Maui. Aloha.